Chinese society is subtle and complex, with thousands of changes. However, no amount of change always hides the same law. There is an invisible hand that controls the reincarnation of society, and this hand is called Heavenly Way. The way of heaven is the law of the universe, and it is like a net of heaven and earth. The world is not benevolent, and treats everything as a straw dog. In the face of God, all our abilities and skills are worthless. The gains and losses in life are all caused by violating or conforming to the way of heaven. Those who are invincible are often those who have mastered the way of heaven. Once you understand the laws behind it, you can respond to all changes with the same. Understanding these laws is far better than all skills. 01. Law of planting flowers. The flower giver is surrounded by flowers, and the thorn planter is surrounded by thorns. Treating others kindly will benefit oneself in the end. Doing evil to others will trap oneself in a situation of eternal doom. Accumulating good karma is paving the way for yourself. 02. Law of good fighting. Those who are good at fighting in an invincible position, must seek the power. The key to life is to use force, not use force. The most sensible way to do things is to build momentum first, and then use momentum. The good wind sent me to King Yun by force, with twice the result with half the effort. Those who are not good at taking advantage of the east wind will always work hard and get twice the result with half the effort. 03. Law of dilemma. Self-centered people will fall into the greatest trap in life. When the word I is overemphasized, it becomes a curse. People who only think of themselves at all times will never get out of that predicament. The latter is the body and the body is the first, and the body is outside the body to survive. Those who can perfect others are the ones who can achieve the perfection of society. 04. Law of freedom. Looking at the outside world is not pleasing to the eye, and seeing outsiders is not pleasing to the eye. It is often because one's practice is not enough. When you cross thousands of mountains and can tolerate everything, there will be nothing you can't figure out. Laity has a secular side, but everyone's secular is different. All people are good people, all things are good things, and all situations are good situations. Forgive others, in order to live easily. 05. Law of success. There is only one kind of failure in the world, and that is to be defeated by failure. Everyone has to experience failures. Many failures come one day earlier, and people can be stronger one day earlier. Not afraid of failure, perseverance is the only way to success. The real strong are those who have experienced all kinds of failures, but have never been defeated by failures. 06. Background law. Chinese people pay attention to background and background in doing things. The biggest background in the world is the human heart. Once you get the support of the people, no one can touch you. Therefore, being a person who benefits the public is the greatest protection. 07. Law of care. Always care about other people's eyes, you will lose yourself. Many people care too much about what others think of them. They are happy when others praise them, and suffer when others criticize them. They always pay attention to how they look in the eyes of others. This kind of person is like a toddler in Handan, who will lose himself a little bit. 08. Law of reflection. When encountering a problem, he can reflect on himself immediately instead of blaming others. This kind of person will be invincible. Think of the good when you see the good, and reflect on yourself when you see the bad. When you meet a good person, try to learn his strengths. When you meet a bad person, reflect on whether you have the same shortcomings. Such a person is getting stronger and better every day. 09. Law of life. Being a person will always be more important than doing things. 10 successes in doing things cannot cover up a failure in being a human being. To be good at being a person is to be good at employing people. Working hard is often only suitable for hard work. Only by learning to manage, and employ people can you achieve great achievements. 10. Law of abandonment. If a person wants to succeed, the most powerful ability is not to rely on how strong his ability is, but to see whether he can gain great value by sacrificing small interests. This is the principle of knowing how to sacrifice the small and take the big. This is the avenue of being a man, far better than the skills of doing things. 11. Lotus law. The lotus in the pond will bloom twice as many as the previous day every day. If it reaches the 30th day, the lotus will cover the whole pond. May I ask, on the day when the lotus in the pond is half in bloom, On the 15th day. Wrong. It's day 29. By the 29th day, the lotus was only half full, and the other half would not be full until the last day. The last day has the fastest speed, which is equal to the sum of the previous 29 days. Many people work hard when they start doing things, but give up on the 9th, 19th, or even 29th day. Most people give up when they are only one step away from success. The closer you are to success, the more difficult it is, and the more you need to persevere. 12. Law of 3 taboos. Clever avoids cleverness. If a smart person also chooses to take shortcuts, he will definitely be punished by God. Talent should not be arrogant. The more talented you are, the more you need to go deep into the masses, and the less you can be arrogant. If you rely on your talents and are arrogant and divorced from the masses, you will definitely be poor. Being mediocre and avoiding laziness, ordinary people in the world are defeated by the word lazy. 13. High-profile law. The more successful people are, the more they need to be cautious in their words and deeds, walking on thin ice. The weaker people are, the more they can act boldly and grow wildly. But many people do it upside down when they are young. They are timid in doing things, and finally achieve nothing. When they are successful, they are bold and reckless, and finally fall down. 14. Law of villains. Fighting is the most taboo in life, and you will never fight against villains. A villain has his own enemies, and a villain has his own grind. For example, if someone stops you while driving, let him go. Next time he will encounter the traffic police. 15. Law of fools. Never take advantage of your mouth and never argue with a fool. Stupid people have their own way of life. You can't save everyone. Everyone has their own way of life, and they may be much happier than you. 16. Care about the law. The more you care about things, the easier it is to lose. The more you desire in your heart, the easier it is to miss. Once you worry about gains and losses, you will lose your bearing and courage. The desires of modern people are too strong, and they can't wait to eat into a big fat man. They regard every opportunity as a straw to get rich overnight. So worrying about gains and losses, hands tied, panicked. Most of the failures in the world are actually lost to the word care. Click DBA think tank to upgrade your degree. 17. Law of desire. Those who have deep desires have shallow secrets. The greater a person's desire, the less he can see clearly ahead. The calmer a person is, the easier it is to see the overall situation. Desire is entangled, and there must be sincerity and fear. 18. Law of sympathy. When the strong and the weak compete, everyone will always sympathize with the weak. As long as you are weak, even if you are unreasonable, you will definitely be able to win everyone's sympathy. No matter how reasonable you are, if you don't know how to show weakness, you will be criticized by everyone. Therefore, it is keen to be low-key, and it is great wisdom to know how to show weakness. 19. Law of knowing and stopping. The biggest winners are those who can leave the game when they win. Those who know how to stop and stop in time are the real masters. Everything goes against the extreme, and when the moon is full, it loses. Flick off your clothes and hide your identity and fame deeply, and you will reap the greatest joy in life. 20. Law of no greed. If a person wants everything, he will definitely get nothing in the end. If a person has merit but does not ask for credit, he will definitely win people's hearts. Those who win the hearts of the people win the world. Those who want nothing, in the end everything belongs to them. 21. Law of loneliness. The higher a person's status is, the more people will miss and plot against you. The more outstanding you are, the more people will detract from you. A tree is beautiful in the forest, and the wind will destroy it. It is a mediocrity not to be tabooed by others. The strong know how to enjoy loneliness. 22. Escape law. Those who try to escape from a place or a person, or think that they can live a happy life when they come to a place and meet a person, will never be happy. So many people went to Jiang to find a paradise, but they came back after a few months. Many people thought they had met the perfect partner, but they were still unhappy after being together. True happiness is inner happiness, which has nothing to do with the outside world or outsiders. If you are happy in your heart, you will be happy wherever you are and with whomever you are with. If you are not happy in your heart, you will be unhappy no matter where you are or with whomever you are with. 23. Practice law. There is only one way to seek happiness and tranquility in life, that is to regard the secular world as a kind of practice. The real practice is not in the temple, but in the secular world. Learn to practice in life, let all pain and difficulties hone your state of mind, they can improve your level and increase your wisdom. The world of mortals refines the heart, and you will eventually be invulnerable to all poisons. 24. Self-seeking law. It is better to ask for others than to ask for yourself. If you pin your hopes on others, you are doomed to failure. At critical moments, only you can help yourself. The only thing others can do for you is that you have done everything and let others finish the job. People who always rely on others will always depend on others and cannot live by themselves. If you want something from others, you will be controlled by others. If you help yourself, God will help you.